Aloha! Today many students frequently use AI tools for personal tutoring and doing homework assignments. One major concern with students' over-reliance on AI tools for research is the risk of obtaining incomplete or incorrect information due to AI hallucinations. AI hallucination refers to instances where an LLM generates false, misleading, or completely fabricated information while presenting it as factual. There are many funny and embarrassing examples of AI hallucinations. In February 2023, Google's Bard AI, now Google Gemini, tried to answer an inquiry about discoveries from the James Webb Space Telescope. According to Bard, the James Webb Space Telescope was the first to photograph a planet outside the solar system. But indeed, this milestone was accomplished by the European Very Large Telescope in 2004. This mistake was spotted by astronomers on Twitter. Consequently, the share of Alphabet, Google's parent company, dropped more than 7%, losing $100 billion of its market value. In June 2023, a New York attorney used ChatGPT to conduct legal research for a court filing. The AI generated completely fabricated legal cases and citations that the attorney included in his motion, believing them to be real. This led to serious consequences, including sanctions from the judge overseeing the case. In the same year, Microsoft's AI-generated travel content listed a food bank as a tourist attraction in Ottawa, Canada. This misinformation could have led tourists to visit an inappropriate location, potentially causing confusion and wasting resources of the food bank. In traditional computing, when a program encounters an issue such as missing input data, logical contradictions, or system errors, it typically responds in one of three ways. First, the program may halt execution entirely, displaying an error message such as "File not found" or "Null reference," which prevents further processing. Second, in more severe cases, the system may crash, resulting in an unrecoverable state that could lead to system-wide failures like the well-known blue screen of death in Windows. Third, when searching a structured database, if no matching record is found, the system simply returns an empty result rather than generating an approximation or fabricating an answer. These behaviors arise because traditional computing follows explicit rules and operates within a rigid framework where processes either succeed or fail based on predefined logic. In contrast, large language models, LLMs, like GPT or Gemini are designed to always generate an output, regardless of whether they have direct knowledge of the topic. Unlike databases that store and retrieve exact data, LLMs function as predictive models that analyze vast amounts of text and generate responses based on learned statistical patterns. When faced with a query for which they lack specific information, they do not return an empty result or indicate uncertainty but instead attempt to generate the most plausible answer based on patterns observed in training data. This occurs because LLMs do not have a built-in mechanism to say, "I don't know," as their core function is to produce coherent and contextually relevant text rather than verify factual accuracy. As a result, even when they lack factual knowledge, they still generate responses that may sound credible, sometimes leading to hallucinations, false but convincing sounding information. In addition, LLMs are built by training with massive datasets. If the dataset includes misinformation, inconsistencies, or biased perspectives, the model may absorb and reproduce these inaccuracies. This problem is hard to fully eliminate because internet data is inherently noisy. Further, LLMs don't understand things in a human way. We humans have embodied knowledge. We experience what we know through the physical world. But AI has only abstract knowledge. Put it bluntly, AI has no common sense or life skills. There's something deeply intuitive to humans that AI struggles to comprehend. This means that LLMs sometimes make incorrect generalizations, or provide explanations that sound logical but are wrong. In early 2025, OpenAI released GPT 4.5, an enhanced version of its AI language model designed to address the issue of hallucinations. Preliminary testing indicates that GPT 4.5 has reduced its hallucination rate to 37.1%, a significant improvement from the 61.8% observed in its predecessor, GPT 4o. However, it is still impossible to totally eliminate hallucinations. Nevertheless, this problem may be a blessing in disguise. Encountering mistakes from AI can become a teachable moment. In the past, the term fact-checking was rarely mentioned. However, due to the high risk of misinformation in the digital age and the era of AI, fact-checking and triangulation are increasingly vital skills. Higher education institutions bear the responsibility of equipping students with the ability to critically assess information. As such, students are forced to take validation seriously. Fact-checking is referred as to verifying the information received by tracing the source or using an alternate source, whereas triangulation involves validating information through multiple sources. Simply put, when more than one source is utilized, the fact-checking activity becomes triangulation. Without realizing the risk of misinformation, some students wonder why they need to attend the professor's lecture when they can acquire information on any subject matter using LLMs. One possible change in higher education resulting from the popularity of AI tools is to implement flip education. Rather than spending class time in lecturing factual information, instructors can shift the focus to deeper conceptual comprehension, critical thinking, and creativity by asking students to discuss and evaluate the information with their peers in class. This approach is known as flipped education, or flipped classroom, an instructional strategy where traditional learning environments are inverted. Flipping education shifts the focus from rote memorization and mechanical completion of assignments to the development of higher-order thinking skills. When students know that they will have to validate the information, articulate their arguments, and respond to challenges from peers and instructors, they are more likely to critically evaluate the AI-generated content they receive, rather than passively accepting everything from AI. If careless errors are discovered in front of their peers, it will be embarrassing. If everyone is special, then no one is special. Even though the AI-generated answer is correct, it becomes typical when everyone can access LLMs to obtain similar answers. Thus, students are compelled to go the extra mile, such as synthesizing multiple perspectives and developing original insights. This process fosters analytical thinking and intellectual independence, qualities that are essential for success in both academia and the workforce. In conclusion, while AI hallucinations present challenges by generating misleading or incorrect information, they also serve as a catalyst for strengthening critical thinking and information verification skills. Ultimately, the key to navigating this AI-driven landscape lies not in avoiding AI altogether, but in learning how to use it wisely and responsibly. Thank you for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comments. If you found the video informative, don't forget to like and share it. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Mahalo.